Hey, brothers and sisters, to bring you this message to you, I had to travel to Chennai, a place called Mahabalipuram. I saw in many documentaries they were discussing about how they built the city of stones. Some say they used alien technologies or got help from giants. As a follower of Jesus Christ, I know God created us, was a great designer and a great architect. Even Jesus Christ was a carpenter. God said He created us in His image and in His likeness. Because God created us in His image and in His likeness, I believe no need of a alien technology or giants to help us build these cities like this. So let's go around and have a look.
And you can see this rock. It's not skidding, but we skid. These are the people I traveled with. Right now we are gonna walk and explore the place. So let's see how the slaves worked their things out and did everything and wrote a name for the kings.
While I'm walking, I remember what Jesus said about wise and foolish builders. Matthew 7:24 to 27. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine, put them into practice, is like a wise man who builds his house on the rock. The rain comes down, the streams rose, and the wind blew and beat against that house, yet it didn't fall, but it had its foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like foolish man who built his house on sand. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the wind blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash. Sadly, we don't hear the word and plant it in our hearts as Jesus said. Yet we build other idols in stone. Come, let us see.
You can see behind me all the idols people worship before. You can see they have done a Yoni Puja here and another idol set here. So people have been worshipping different idols, and so this area was a temple before. So everything is carved into the rock. This is solid rock. So they have carved into the rock and carved these idols around different idols, different gods and different things. So it's amazing what people did. With their two hands they carved in, and they have built a temple for their gods.
As you saw, people build their idols in their image and worship the idols. Idols lasted the rain and storms, but their lives wasn't that forgiving. And what they built and worship is in ruin right now. The place in history that was being long forgotten until people rediscovered it. When God our Creator is calling you, son, come, I give you everlasting life, we seem to turn back and stick to our old habits. Are we going to be in ruins like this? Or is your life is gonna be everlasting and living with your Father who created you and gave you all these talents? Let's see.
Work of King Pallavan who did it. You can see the old art that is still done, and I think this is partially built. So You can see the effort the people have put in to carve into stone.
This place is called as Ramanuja Fort.
So this is also totally carved into stone, and I think a lot of effort gone into carving this whole thing. The main thing people project is the workmanship that the craftsmen, the people who crafted, put into. We might say this was done by a king, but it was not done by a king, but craftsmen. So you must be building something, constructing something, and all those things. But you got to understand in life, okay, whatever you construct to the people, there will be one taking the name, and you will be going through pressure and depression. You won't have time for your family. But look at this craftsmanship that they have done. So, can you see any name engraved? Whoever did this? So you don't know, right? Nobody knows who did it. So many craftsmen did it. So we also work in different places. Sometimes we are depressed and upset when your work is not recognized. So this is a normal routine. So I'm telling to the people, sometimes we work for the wrong objective, and sometimes we get stressed out. We work full of effort, you won't recognize. So this is a great example. It has been standing because it is carved in stone. Think those days, king must have come and told, "What have you done?" Okay, erase it. So they also went through the same struggle right now you are going through. So these are good examples. Whatever you did, do it not to earn a name, because I'll tell you the truth, your name won't be there in the end, but do it so that others will know your work. So we know the work, the craftsmanship that the person has put into this whole thing. It's not the king, but the person, the passion he had to carve this whole thing. So we see a lot of places like this in life. So don't get upset over the things that life brings you, like nobody recognize you. You must be building the software. So all of a sudden somebody comes and takes the name. So many of us are crafters, builders, and everything. So I don't think getting stressed over it wouldn't help. See, this is standing for 1500 years. Nobody knows who did it, but only one name is there, the king's name.
Same thing happened to Israel people. They went to Egypt and forgot the plan that God had for them, because Egypt had so much to offer than the land they were in. For they were seduced by the wealth, and then they got slaved by Egyptians to build their great cities. They forgot the promise God had for them, but still God chose one man out of them who grew with the Egyptians and their gods. A man called Moses took him back to lead his people out of slavery to the promised land. Even his own children forgot him. He never forget his children. I used to be a slave, but through Jesus Christ, I am saved. I also went through the same struggle like you guys going through. When I totally surrendered my life, I wanted Him to pull me out of my bondage I had in this world. I know it's not easy to overcome our bondages like greed, addiction, hate, depression, and anger. It's not easy. With Jesus Christ, it's possible. When you are out of it, no need of idols in the world to cheer you up. All you need is your Father to provide you and cheer you up in your ups and downs. I know you're watching this long because you are facing the same struggle as I did. You are watching this because no longer you want to be in bondage and in this stress you are in. Jesus loves you and forgives you. Just surrender your life. It's time to, as Israel came out of slavery, you need to come out of slavery. You are not an orphan anymore. You are a child of God. Through His blood, you are redeemed. Let's not forget the love He showed on the cross when we disobeyed and rebelled against Him. As I am a child of God, He calls you to come to Him.
Documentary, everybody is really tired. And everybody is really tired. I'm also tired. Hope it's gonna rain also.
Oh, we have to take like that.
You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears have gone. I'm no